Ride around my top down, window shaking a lot now. I'ma stay proud, no Kane Brown, but I thank God for these days now. Don't make sounds, crash glass, no rebounds. End town, Nashtyville, and I stay proud now. Welcome to Nashtyville, where the conversations are always nasty.
Yes, sir.
As always, I brought my main man, Demonty, with me.
What's up?
Today we have some special guests. We got our girl Carebear.
The bear
coming
is here.
in from Colorado. And we got my main man, Tomcat.
Tomcat.
As always,
brother.
As always, the show is sponsored by Big D's Sauce.
That is correct.
And Rap Star Energy Drink, the best energy drink on the planet.
Yeah.
My main man, Tomcat, you know how we do it. You always got to have Rap Star Energy. I will tell you, Tomcat came into Nashville the other day, and I was rocking it pretty heavy. I drank 3 of them. I was up for a day.
Yeah.
But
and currently his heart is racing, Tom, because he drank one on the way over here. So.
I need some of that.
Exactly.
Dude, freaking...
He won't stop drinking it long enough for me to even try. So like it's a.
I know, right?
D still hasn't tried it yet.
I get to hold a can though, Karen. I'm a prop.
No.
Okay.
No, he's gonna be drinking one later. We'll hook him up.
I need some of that. I definitely do.
Yeah.
Under my way.
We got you.
So we got the GOAT in the building, Tomcat. The man the man that can rock the cowboy hat like no other. The legend himself is in the building.
I done turned into a cowboy. I wear this thing every day now.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. Hey, man, it helps with the sun. It helps with a lot of things, man. Help keep you cool.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah,
good,
man.
You know, it goes with all types of everything, you know.
But look, Tom,
some shorts.
What's funny though, like I dropped back on some of your older pictures. I was just showing Dave earlier. I was like, look at Tom sitting there, got his Gucci suit through and through and everything, but it was no hat. So like when did the hat? Because I'm a hat guy. Like I mean, if I'm outside of work or whatever, you're gonna see me in a hat probably 90% of the time. And no lie, our CEO bought us a cowboy hat when we were in Austin last year. So I get the craze because you're right. It was burning up, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like no other. You can buy these straw hats and everything else. A freaking cowboy hat, man. One, they're comfortable, and then two, it do something different. That sun does not penetrate that cowboy hat. So when did that switch go off for you? That you decided you were gonna rock a cowboy hat every day?
The cowboy hat recently is a few months ago. I think last year, me and Zach did a we did a little thing I call Taste It with Tom with the new drinks we're getting ready to do, right? So and he wore it to the thing, and I looked at it, I said, man, that hat looked good. I'm gonna try one on, and I tried one of his hats on. I said, boy, this, and ever since then, so it's been about 5 months for me with the hats, 5 or 6 months to the most. And before that, I was wearing the baseball hats, you know, the fitteds and the I got that Rick Ross car show, that very first one.
Okay.
I got that hat here with me today. Ride with me like this is gonna be a collector's item right here.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
maybe that's why I
just
wear
started
phones because of you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Zach put him on. Yeah, Zach put him on cowboy hats. Great and gave me the foams, so we're good. We're headed in a completely different direction, Karen.
Hey, Gray, I told you that story when we went upstairs when we first got to the club, right? And we on the script, so I see everything. When they finally called us to come on up, I walked in the club, then nobody had a hat on but me and Zach. I couldn't believe it. I'm on Broadway, and nobody in here had the hat. And then the second time I came, we found two other people in the crowd.
Tom, what did you learn? What was the biggest lesson you've learned about Nashville with the hats? What that?
Well, I learned that the locals don't wear it.
The locals don't.
People who live there
wear the cowboy hat.
The locals don't wear it. so you stick out like a sore thumb if you got one on. They know you from out of town.
Yeah, because all the bachelorette girls, how it started was all the bachelorette girls from out of town come, and the first thing they do is wear these high boots
and hats,
and they wear the hats, the cowboy hats.
Yeah.
So everybody knows, these girls are from out of town. They got the cowboy hats and the big boots on.
And then that transitioned right to the guys starting to wear hats because they were like, you know what, we got a group of girls to chase and we know exactly where to find them.
Exactly. Hey, what's up,
so
girl?
easy to
I love
identify.
your hat.
Right.
You see who else got a hat on?
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, that's dope though.
So Tomcat, I want to dive into your background, all of this cool stuff. Like, I don't know, if everyone in the world doesn't know who you are, they're gonna find out who you are today. But I want to tell everyone
today, baby.
when I first met Tomcat, and I think this is a story that everybody has to know. We did the Rick Ross show, the first time that we brought hip hop, a mainstream artist from across the street from Bridgestone to perform at the Sky Deck, which is on 5th and Broadway. And nobody in history has ever done that before. So that's the first time we broke history by bringing Rick Ross to do a show on Broadway outside of Bridgestone Arena.
Yeah.
So first off, round of
Props
applause
for sure
for that, because no one has ever done that before in history. Now, so I'm performing on stage right before Rick Ross, right? And I come off stage into the green room where Rick Ross is, and Tomcat's in there. And I run up to Rick Ross, and Rick Ross was asking questions yo, who is this guy? Probably yo, this guy looks like a retired accountant with this gray hair. What's going on with this guy? So I run up to Tomcat, and I'm talking to Tomcat, and he's like, yo, I really love your vibe, man. He's like, what's good? He's like, what's your sign?
Right.
I'm like, I'm a Capricorn. He's like, no way, bro. Are you kidding me? He's like, I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah.
And then freaking he's like, when's your birthday? I was like, December 31st. He's like, hold on. And he grabs out his wallet and he pulls out his license.
He's like, let me show you something.
And his license was December 31st.
That's funny.
So I look at him. I was like, and it was like a scene from freaking Step Brothers. So
it was like,
did we just become best friends? or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
It definitely was.
And then from that point forward,
great.
freaking, I talk to the man almost every freaking day.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
We're working on big stuff. But
yeah, we've been working ever since.
Mm-hmm.
I can turn around. We turn around. He comes down to Atlanta. And then he turns back around and he said, why don't you come up? We do a few songs together.
Yeah.
And we come back, I think the next week or so. When that was.
No,
It was
4 days later or 5 days later.
Yeah.
From
we go right back up there. Nashville, that's getting ready to be our residency.
Mm-hmm.
What you call it when you go there to perform every week or every year or twice a year or something.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. You have a freaking home in Nashville.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they bring Shaq and all those guys in at least once or twice a year. So I mean, ain't no reason that Ross can't jump on the stage once or twice a year. We'll pack it out. I mean,
freaking.
So who I am, my name is Tomcat Bennett. Engineer to the stars.
Facts.
Platinum Grammy-nominated engineer to the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm currently working with Rick Ross right now. He's one of the major artists that I work with as a major engineer. I'm out on what we call it medical leave, I would say, right now, because I'm recovering on some I caught while I was in Dubai. Also getting ready to do a book called Surviving Dubai, and a little small documentary called Surviving Dubai. I'll tell you all about it in the book.
Yeah,
but mainly I don't work with everybody. I started off with Boys in the Hood, Young Jock, Gorilla Zoe, Jacquees, Sierra, Noontime, Block Entertainment, Bad Boy South. So many people I done recorded with and done work with. Gucci Man, I used to I used to engineer his his projects when he got out of jail the first time he went years ago. So many I can't remember all of them by heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
So
but, you know,
basically,
it's
you
just,
are the GOAT when it
I was
comes
gonna say
to
that's
I've been
a
freaking.
great
working with
problem to have.
everybody.
Yeah, yeah. So-
I started as an investor, investing in artists, and then a young man named Mason, Big Mason. I don't know if y'all heard of him. He had Fat Boy Records with Archie. Y'all remember the song? We ready.
Oh, hell
We
yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was around when he had that song, and he let me manage his label. And he
Wow.
signed like right after that Blue, he first got to get like $1 million or something on a single deal, right? So he said, Tom, go get everybody. He started signing. He had like nine groups with one engineer.
Yeah.
And right. So they was fighting over in one studio room, one room with a production room, right?
Yeah.
So I said, man, this ain't gonna work. So he rented out for Archie. He rented out Zach Studios here in Atlanta, and that's a big studio right next to Stank On You, right? He rents this out, and he have breakfast, lunch, and he had a chef for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wow.
Every day for at least 3 months. I never seen no one do this.
Wow.
We had everybody come through there. I had a chance to record Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston at the same damn time.
Wow.
Wow.
I can say this on the same song. It was like they loved each other so much, man. It was beautiful. But they was like compete. When Bobby get on, she said, "Baby, let me get on it." And Mason said, "Let him go." Man, I remember when Bobby he grabbed the mic like he's on stage.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the? I say, I hit the button. I say, you can't do it. Mason said, no. Let him do what he wants. I say, he gonna give me all these fucked up vocals. I ain't gonna be able to mix this if he grabbing the mic like. But he said, let him go, man. That man grabbed the mic like he was on stage. And when I tell you, when when Bobby finished, now he had like 60 some tracks. He liked to take it from the top and to the, you know what I mean, just run it. You know what I mean? You hear him, he's just singing. We don't have the concept of the song or nothing, right? By the time he finished, this man taught me just before I knew how to fly the hook on beat, right? On the tempo, right? I used to do it manually, you know, when I listen to the one and then I fly it like that. But this man did 60 some tracks, and I didn't know what he was going, how we did. He taught me how to put a song together. He said, okay, take this part, fly that here. This gonna be here. Okay, we're gonna do this here. We structured the song. It took a while because I never did it like that before, right? So he taught me something that day that was amazing. I ain't never seen another artist do that again. And he just built the song off of him going in there, vibing and just singing, and took parts of it and made it and pushed it there. I couldn't believe it was amazing, man.
That's Bobby freaking Brown.
That's cool though.
Nice.
I mean, because we get
It's a fun story. That's awesome.
Holy crap.
But it's funny though.
That's just one of my stories. That's just one.
Yeah.
I got them saved, baby.
But it's funny because we get lost in the Bobby. We know, you know, we don't know that back end of what, you know, because like when we say artists, like, you know, the people that take their craft serious, they learn all those little nuances of that make their music here.
Yeah.
You know, like, because otherwise, you know, we talk about it all the time, trying to land here, you know, and what work it take to get there. But I mean, that's where you start separate. That's where that line of separation comes in deep.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you coming in and you got your engineer and you be like, hey, let's do this, because this is going to shorten both of our days.
That's a way to
that's dope, though.
And that's like when you were first starting, you worked with Bobby Brown and Whitney?
I got a chance. I swear to you, I was losing. Do y'all remember? I don't know if you work on Pro Tools or on the Mac. You remember the whole big the Big Macs they had back down, the big silver ones. That's when they first got the Mac or whatever.
Yeah.
But Do you remember you had to save after every time you do something?
Yeah.
Now they have automatic save.
Automatic save, yeah.
Do you know how many sessions when I first started, I lost the whole session? When we finished, the guy come back the next day, say, Tom, let me hear the song. I'm like, I can't fucking find the song, man. I don't know what happened to it. So Mason used to say, Tom, did you fucking save it? Yeah, I thought I saved it, man. You couldn't have saved it, right? So now, you know, my finger is stuck on the save button. I don't know. Even though they save after a certain time.
That's great.
But
how was
I got many stories though.
How was Whitney as a person? She's super nice, right? She was always
Whitney and Bobby, you had to be around them, man. People, man, they just loved each other to death, man. They really loved each other, man. I witnessed this myself. Every time they come to the studio, they love their families. So they both had family on each side. So they came with an entourage every time. You know what I mean? But them two, we was watching some award. We was watching something. Oh no, she let us see her video, one of her last videos she did. And she was, we went into the main big room to watch the video, and she was like, baby, sit right here with me. Come in. You know, I'm like, she just want him to just, you know what I mean? Sit there with him. It's like two kids, man. I was like, man, this is so lovely. Bobby Brown and Whitney in here. I'm watching the video before the video come out of Whitney. So I'm like, man, that was some amazing.
Yeah, that's dope.
I always thank my boy Mason. That's the guy I was telling you about that has the big club here in Atlanta now. He's getting ready to open called Atmosphere.
Hell yeah. I got a Whitney Houston story.
We get ready.
Please tell me you didn't sing one of her songs.
No. It doesn't inadvertently. It doesn't involve me. But so my father was like the head at he did oil and gas, but like he would fix HVAC systems or whatever like that would break. And one of his clients was Whitney Houston in Mendham, New Jersey. She lived or whatever. And so I'm probably maybe 11, 12 at the time or whatever. And my dad gets a call. For some reason, I was up late. It was probably like 10:30, 11. My dad gets a call directly from Whitney Houston because Whitney would just call my father directly instead of like calling the company or whatever. Yeah. She'd call my dad and she'd be like, John, my air conditioning's not working or whatever. I need you over here. So my dad would roll over to Whitney Houston's house in freaking Mendham. And she had these two dogs, like guard dogs, that would come, like to guard the entry or whatever. But they knew my father because my dad would go over and do her house all the time. Right. So so one day he's at Whitney Houston's house, and it's for the Super Bowl. He's doing the Super Bowl, and there's a bunch of people over there. And one of the guys goes to my dad. He's like, hey. He's like, what team do you think's going to win or whatever? And my dad's like, oh, I think like the Broncos or whatever. And the guy looks at him and he goes, how much should I bet on it? And then my dad's like, I don't know, like 50, like thinking $50. Yeah. And he's like, all right, 50,000. Yeah. And so my dad's like, whoa, I don't want to be responsible for 50,000. Right. But it was just casual. He was like, all right, 50,000.
That's funny.
Or whatever. Yeah. So
did he win?
I hope he won.
And the guy won. The guy ended up winning, and he tipped my dad like $3,000.
Well, I was going to say, he either won or his dad lost a contract. They're all in the same day. I can assure you that HVAC / sports betting advice was changed.
He won.
Part two of the story, my dad don't work there no more.
My dad is no longer employed.
That's funny, man. That's funny. That's cool, though.
All right, so Tomcat, so you're working with Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. Obviously, like that feeling, like is that like when you're first starting and you're working with these huge stars, like you're hitting that peak or whatever.
Yeah, but I didn't work. That was just a project that they were just featuring on Archie on young guy Archie's project.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So, you know, then Mac 10 and Too Short, a lot of people came over at that time and was getting features onto Archie new albums. And I was the one there recording that whole album. So
wow.
And then but my big break came from Whitney them was really to me my big break. And he never put the song out because, you know, they lost the deal after that. But long story, after that it was Boys in the Hood with Jeezy and Big Gee Duke and Jody Breeze with Big Block, right? Block and Jazzy Faye had the label Show Nuff, and Boys in the Hood supposed to came out under that umbrella that they had together, but Block ended up taking them over to Bad Boy and signing them. But I was recording the very first song, Them Boys, with them and me and this kid, a white kid, used to record. I forgot his name, but we was engineering. That's when I got like my first break. They song ended up going on a mixtape that Jeezy put on his mixtape, and that was the single that was leading out. You know, boy, 5 a.m. on the corner. You know what I mean? So that was one of my first after Young Jock. Well, Jock came after them, but when they came out with that one, that was my first like credited song, right? With Boys in the Hood, and then Young Jock hit with Going Down. I mixed that one.
Wow, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, when you mentioned Jock, I was thinking it's going down.
Yeah, I did all the Jock first album. I did all the Gorilla Zoe first and second album, both him and Jock. I recorded all of that. I remember the story. I remember when T-Pain came to the studio. You know, T-Pain had just started singing with the auto-tune.
Yeah.
I'm the first person I can say T-Pain gave me the auto-tune to his template.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had T-Pain template for years. When he came in to buy you a drink, he had already did the hook, but he was putting Jock on, and he told Jock then, he said, man, I'm finna sing on every track I do. I'm singing this with this auto-tune on everything I do. I was right there when he told him.
That's crazy.
He said, man, I'm finna use Jock. Say, for real? He said, it sound good, man. So Jock got on. I recorded that song with Jock on that. So
that's funny, bro.
I was there when T-Pain say, if you need my template, if Jock want to do something, here's my template.
Yeah, that's dope,
I was like, man, thank you.
Yeah, that's dope.
So I didn't even know I didn't even know nothing about not auto-tune, you know?
So I have a question though, because like T-Pain is one of my favorites. Like I love T-Pain. I respect his work more than a lot of people. I mean, I really do. But I'm curious, especially since you saw it in the beginning. So did you catch the glimpse of T-Pain that we're all just now getting to see? Like when he dropped the auto-tunes, and we were all like, wait, man, why in the world did you ever pick it up? Because the dude is just, he is so stupid good.
At that time, he was in a rap group. He wasn't even, they was in the rap group together. And I don't think he wanted to go straight R&B at that time. I think he was more on the rap tip.
Yeah.
So he kind of eased his way in with people. And I used to tell people, you still got to have a little melody, know how to sing a little bit with auto-tune.
Yeah.
It's going to sound bad if you don't, and it's going to sound real bad. So you got to have a little melody, a little tune, a little something. You got to know how to hit some kind of note.
Well, that's why that's why we didn't send Gray down to you a couple of weeks ago, because he wanted to auto-tune the kids line in that song, and we were like, no, duh. I don't care what. It ain't that much engineering in the world, Tomcat. I'm telling you. You could turn it upside down. You could put it in a glass of water. You could bury it. You could resurrect it, and it's still gonna sound like the same trash it did the first time he sang it. So,
I said, baby, I love you.
Guess what? No, guess what? I've been blessed to meet so many people, and I went overseas to this thing called New School Rules. It's the biggest world conference over there, right? And I end up meeting one of my artists. Go over there and come back, and he bring this young lady from London back, right, or from Birmingham, UK. So I end up meeting her. We end up dating. We have a kid now, and she's a vocal coach.
Okay.
This is my ex. This is one of my ex. So she's a vocal coach, and she has a academy over there. It's called Anyone Can Sing Academy.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
So
Bray.
I saw her do some vocal coaching. You heard what they say? Anyone can sing.
Yeah.
I can tell you some techniques that you'll do. You'll swear you're a singer after I tell you.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta get him. We gotta get him in there.
Yeah. My voice is not.
That's why he hooked up with me. He know I can get him. Yeah, get him right.
He trying to diversify his.
Yeah. If I could sing, forget about it. I'd be like a freaking triple edge.
You're gonna do both.
Sword.
You'll be Whitney and Bob in the room.
Yeah.
You're just gonna turn.
You know, I can sing a little bit myself. You know, I sing solo. Solo, you can't hear my ass.
Yeah.
I also sing tenor.
Yeah.
10 or 20 feet away from me.
10 or 20 feet away. That is good. I'm gonna start.
That's good.
That is good.
I'm a good singer in that. Yeah.
That's good.
I'm a shower singer. Everybody can sing, you know.
Oh yeah.
Did you see me do the challenge on Zach? On Zach? Did you see my challenge?
What was the challenge? I got to see the challenge. I don't know how I missed it. What is it called?
The Love Potion Challenge.
Oh, the Love Potion Challenge. No, I don't know how I freaking missed that. I'm gonna check it out immediately.
I didn't see that either.
That's fine. We getting ready to do that Met on IG video.
Oh fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
We talked to Rob. Rob say he might help us with that. Your boy.
Oh, okay. Heck
Ron.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Do it on at that freaking thing with the green screen and all that crap would be nuts.
Yeah, we do it the green screen. We can add the little stage in there, you know. We're gonna have what they call the line dancers. We're gonna try to do it all.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah.
I need you to we could do a part up there. We can do something there.
Oh, dude, I'll have all the girls come out from Nashville.
You know why? But he's only coming back up here because he wants some of E's barbecue. He ain't coming back up here to work.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely coming back.
Yeah.
You know, E done messed me up with Ant them. Ant showed me yesterday. He said, "See that y'all didn't bring me nothing back."
Yeah,
man, we ate for 2 days. We ate for 2 extra days.
Yeah.
Oh, for that barbecue.
And they ate. Oh, listen, they ate up my ribs. I was mad. I said, well, how the hell y'all gonna get all the ribs? That's the only ones I wanted. But Zach ate everything though, man. That's
funny.
Yeah,
it was outstanding. Karen, we gotta make sure you're in the room the next time. It's Karen's our distance partner here, so she don't always get to enjoy the moments in Nashville. But
no,
you gotta make sure you get in on that.
The Eric's barbecue, E's barbecue is the best barbecue.
So good.
Period.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how he does it, but
it's go down now for real.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
I know he ignored. He ignored my message.
Big D spot on it.
Oh yeah, that happened as well.
Yeah,
we did that as well. So
yeah,
he ignored my message on IG though when I said, "Hey, I just want to come stand beside you and see." Like how you do it. He responds back all the time, and then all of a sudden he ghosted me.
Who did? E? What he said? I just want to see how you do it.
I was like, I just want to watch you and see, and then no response. But he responds like instantly.
Of course.
So,
yeah. So, Care, I know you got some. Care, I know you got a big question to ask. Care ponders, and then she comes out with the greatest questions ever.
Well, I want to know who is your inspiration as a young person. Did you always want to be in the music business, or did it happen by default? Like, who is your inspiration to get into it?
Talking to me or
yeah,
I'm talking to you, Tom.
me?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who's your inspiration as a young person? Like, why you wanted to go into music?
What happened was I was doing accidents here. I'm a paralegal and an investigator for a law firm here. I was in the accident business, we call it here. And one of my friends kept telling me, but my daughter, my ex-wife, first wife, hit me one day and sent me a video. My daughter was like 13, 14. And she was the lead singer for the choir.
Oh.
And all I can hear, I can hardly see her, but I can hear her. But I hear her mom, oh my Lord, my daughter can sing. I didn't know my daughter can sing. Lord have mercy. So I said, damn, my daughter sings? Right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know, right? So this years ago, so I said, hey, so they wanted me to help her, but I wasn't even in the music yet. So I said, okay. That next year, I sent for her and her friends. They had a little group together. And I had to go talk to the moms and everybody. I had just had my son. So it was about 25 years ago. He's 25. He's 25. I just had him. So I went to go get I went down and got them, the whole group. I went to see the mothers, got, you know what I mean, permission, because these kids was underage. So I had to bring them up. I was just married. So my wife didn't really want to do that because I had just had a new kid. But I was making good money at the time. So I wanted to give back to, let my daughter have her little dream. So it was a little group. We put it together, but I found out the group that really could sing was the big girl. And even my daughter wasn't ready yet, I didn't think. But this other young lady, when I told her straight up, I said, listen, y'all gonna need a lot of work. At this time, you couldn't just go get a track from someone. You had to buy a track. Yeah. They have to call you in, you rehearse with them. You're not gonna get their track and go do what you want to do on it. They were real producers back then. So I ended up I stopped. They went back and my daughter kind of faded away. That faded away. So I really wanted in. And then one day this guy named Ricky Davis kept asking me to come over to the studio here in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So, and it was right across the street from where I worked. So I'll go over there, and this dude, black dude, he had a little room. He had a PV board. The board was so long. So I was like, golly, and it's professional. They happen that Saturday coming, they have an investment meeting.
Wow.
I say, investment meeting for what? They had two groups. They had a girl group and a guy group called Decent Exposure or something like that, 4th Avenue or something. They changed the name when it got with the face. But long story, the guy said, we're giving out a point per 1,000. I said, a point per 1,000. At this time, I'm kind of bootleg. He know what I mean when I say bootleg. I don't have an account, no business account. I got like 30,000 in the trunk.
Bootleg.
But I'm dressed up. They don't know because I wear a suit and tie every day. So I wasn't wearing I was wearing a suit and tie every day. So I said, I'll come to the investment meeting. I go to the investment meeting, man, there's all types of people there, man, everything. I'm like, oh, this is professional. They got girls walking around with their posters. This is back then. So it was very, very nice. I say, hey, man, so you're giving out a point per 1,000. What that mean? He said, well, you get a point with 10% of the company or whatever So I go to the trunk. I get out there. I say, hold on, I'll be right back. I go to the truck, get $10,000 out of the car. I come back in. You don't have no receipt. They looking at me like, Right. I said, no, I want to invest in the company. You know, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I'm just going off how nice they had their presentation and what they were doing, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. This man called me back. Look, we zeroed for my receipts, right? I said, I know how to get a receipt. They didn't have no receipt book or nothing, right? I said, tell you what we do. You got a copy machine, right? He said, yeah. I say, let's just zero copy all my hundreds.
Oh, you might.
Zero copy.
Oh my God.
I walked down there with a stack of paper like this
funny.
for my receipts, right?
That's funny.
I knew to at least have receipt on my money, right?
Yeah.
So I say, let me open this door because the doggone car done cut off. But listen, so we turn around and we sign a little paper, all the sheets, right? And then I leave. 2 weeks later, man. 2 weeks later, me in the business, this man say, you either got to be the luckiest guy. This when he was getting 20 grand per track, 30 grand, 17,000, nothing per track. He was the producer and the label owner. It was his studio. So I'm invested in that company. So he say, you got to be the luck. He said, I never met nobody. As soon as they invest in the music business, they win like this. I said, what you mean? He say, LaFace, he say, you're a good luck charm. I said, yeah, man, I was talking shit. LaFace Records, LaFace offered them a deal 2 weeks after I gave him that money.
Wow.
So I made my money back. I made my money back, plus I made like 20, 30,000 on top of that. And I still got a percentage. 2 weeks, I said, oh shit, I'm in the music business. But let me go back to what made me fall in love with it. My daughter inspired me to go. But that was my big move I made. And boy, it's been hard ever fucking since. that first time before I got where I was, right? Because when I met Ross, he was 19 when he came here. You know what I mean? So it took us 9 years to get hustling. People don't know that. It took us 9 years to get hustling.
I know a lot of people though that will wait 9 years to get that hustle.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad.
He had a few songs, but he was featured on Trina's song, Slip and Slide, but he didn't have his own yet, you know?
Yeah.
So, and he just, it's just so funny, y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. We out here. You see where I'm at, right?
You're at the compound.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at the promised land, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
My man Zach in there fixing that bowling alley. We gonna have it right for the guy, that $100,000 guest who's staying over. He got 2-3 guests staying over, so he want to go bowling. So
that's cool.
We got to fix that bowling alley.
There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
We here getting ready for the biggest car show in the world.
Facts. You can't. I mean, we'll both be. We'll be there.
We'll be there.
We'll be there on Saturday.
Yeah.
We're freaking pumped,
it's gonna be nice.
So,
I
dude,
need y'all to hear. We're gonna have so much fun, man.
So trials and tribulation. Obviously, Rick Ross. You can't spell boss without Rick Ross. And freaking.
That's right.
From being there, from 19-year-old Rick to freaking Rick right now, to see like what he's done and accomplished and all the things.
You know how they say, hey, could you do me a favor? Come start this truck for me. You got to put your feet over there. I can't get over there.
That's how you know you're a boss too, when you just snapping your fingers like, hey, I need some more air on over here. Get it done.
Yeah. So
I swear, if somebody bring you a plate of ribs next, I'm leaving the show.
Yeah, just put your feet on this press. Because I can't get over there right now, you know. Press the button. I mean,
that's funny.
AC gonna went all off on you.
Yeah, car cut off. I was like, whoa, I got to crack the door.
It's like I'm in Georgia in the middle of all the heat.
I know. It is hot. Y'all see how bright it is out here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no joke.
I'm gonna have to go get I'm gonna have to go get a cowboy hat before the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to come down. We got to represent, man.
Yeah.
So Tomcat, give
Y'all
me that.
tell them safe,
Right.
Give me that moment for you, like watching firsthand from the Rick Ross journey or whatever.
Okay, what happened was, you know how the teacher becoming the student, the student becoming the teacher?
Yeah.
That's what happened with us. When I first saw Ross, he was walking through Papa Do's. They was coming to meet me with my brother-in-law, my ex-brother-in-law, 30, and him in the Case 100. They came to visit me. I knew Case, but I never knew Ross, right? I'm gonna tell you, you ever heard what they call it factor? I'm sure y'all have. You've been in that it factor or star power. I'm at Papa Do's that, if you know how it is, it's got a big window so you can see people walking up.
Yeah.
It's got a big window so where I was sitting by the bar, you can see who coming in and whatever. And I see my brother-in-law and I see this other guy and I see this big dude with him. I'm like, who the hell he got with him? You know what I mean? I didn't know he was bringing Ross, right? Yeah. I just knew Ross. He brought him up there and Ross was driving. So it was him. He was 19. So when they walked through, Ross walked through that mother like he owned the motherfucking building. Like I say the same way when I said to you, remember, I watch people, I watch how they do and how they present themselves. You walked in there like a star. You acted like a star. You walked, you perceive, you know what I mean? I can peep that in up front. I can see that this guy gonna go a long way or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah.
If he's doing, but I know you was doing that, so I saw you on stage and heard you. So I never knew what he did. So when he walked around the corner, and I looked down, I say, "Who is Big Man?" He said, "My name Willow." Will, you know what I mean? They call him Will. So
yeah.
And I say, "Damn, man." I said, "You don't rap?" I said, "What you do?" Same thing. I already knew what you did, but I said, "Listen, what?" He said, "Man, I hustle, man. I'll do a little something, I said, "Man, he said, "Why you say that, OG?" I say, "Listen, man, you just walked in here like you own this motherfucker, boy."
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So you got what they call that it factor, man. He had a big old Wonder Woman bracelet on.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I called it a Wonder Woman bracelet because it had, you know how Wonder Woman had that bracelet?
Yeah.
But imagine it full, it's full with diamonds.
Yeah.
He 19.
Yeah.
He 19.
Yeah.
I say, big boy got doggone stunting. Right? I didn't know, baby. I know the real Rick Ross. I know the real Rick Ross, the hustler. He couldn't have been doing and saying what he's saying this long without being verified in the streets.
Yeah.
Take it from me. I'm telling y'all the truth.
Yeah.
That that ain't no joke right there. I don't care what they say about all the other shit. But listen, that man walked in there and then he the same person he was with me then.
Yeah.
He is if once you get to know him, I used to come home, they supposed to be staying for the weekend. It end up a few months, right?
Yeah.
At my house. I was married and me and my brother-in-law starting to get into it because I don't know. These guys don't want to be seen in the daytime. They just want to go out at night.
Yeah.
Then I finally took them to the studio. The first day we get to the studio, they get in some kind of altercation with each other. I get in between and I stop that. I'm like, what the fuck? Right? So long story, this man here, he was going so hard. We thought we had the first few songs we did, we thought we was out of here. And I just remember he came back up here when he finally left. He came back up here and he said, "Tom, I done bought in." I said, what you mean? He said, everything got to do to be a rapper, I'm finna do it. And notice he ain't have all them tats. He said, people, they like tats in this business. I'm giving me more tats. I'm doing this. He picked up a book on Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Tupac, Biggie, everybody. He studied his craft, man. That man studied his craft. He learned everything about all the ones who, and then all I remember, he said a long time ago when 50 first came out, he was he said, I'm waiting on one of these motherfuckers to try me, Tom.
Yeah.
He told me just like that. He said, I'm waiting on one pussy niggas.
Hell yeah.
He said it just like that. I'm waiting on one of them to try me. If they try me, Tom, I'm going. And that's why he got that relentless. He would not stop. Yeah. Once he get on your ass, he is not stopping. So,
hey, I personally can appreciate that.
Yeah, I love that, man. I fucking love that.
So, yeah. He ain't gonna laugh. And then he'll laugh when you throwing little jokes at him, doing little stuff. He said, Tom, I remember when they had the cartoon a long time ago. He said, man, find me who doing that. That shit funny, man. I need to do me some shit like that. I'm like, damn, you want to find a dude who making you, a cartoon? He said, that shit's funny, man. I just know he became the hardest working. I thought I was the workingest guy in the business, right?
Mm-hmm.
That man would wake up. We go to sleep at 4. He'd be up at 6, 7 o'clock. Talking about, Tom, let's go. Let's get in. I'm like, God damn. Yeah. I thought it was me. I thought I can outwork the artist. That's what I used to do with all my artists. I used to outwork them. So one day, Greg Street told me that you outworking your artist. And I realized that, and I don't do that no more. If I have to outwork you, I can't work with you. Because I work with this man, a millionaire, damn near billionaire, and he still get up 6, 7 in the morning, and I'm at his house now, big house. He had another house doing work. Yeah. He ain't laid back, kick back on the yard. And when I first came out here, that man picked his own grass. He picked his own weed out of his grass. I said, man, it ain't nothing you can't ask me to do. He said, what you mean? I say, because you'll do it yourself. When we first started cutting the grass ourselves, when he first got the green machine, I'm the only one who used to let drive it.
Yeah.
Right? The big cutter. Yeah. I had to drive it over to him, but I couldn't cut with it. But I had to drive it to him. He said, I'm going to buy you your own. He got me the 60-inch one, and it was mine. And me and the guy used to argue, yeah, that's yours. He told me, he said, don't let nobody drive your shit. If they tear it up, I'm going to blame it. I'm taking it out on you. I said, okay. Yeah. So I used to guard it with my life. They used to say, this ain't yours, this wrong. I said, no, he told me it's mine. Yeah. So
that's funny, bro.
We used to have, but hey, he a funny dude. Once you get to know him, he a good dude, man. Mm-hmm. Funny dude, man. I take my hat off to him and his mom and his sister. I'll tell y'all about the whole story later. I can't tell you everything.
Yeah, no.
So I
just tell you this much.
I just got in a huge like almost like brawl boxing glove style yesterday over the freaking whole beef that's going on, the Kendrick.
Oh yeah.
Freaking Drake, and then you throw Ross in the mix, obviously. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm biased because of Ross or whatever,
right?
But I thought the fucking Ross diss track was more catchy and more freaking
all the ones
rememberable than the stuff that Drake and Drake and freaking Kendrick are doing.
Yeah, but I mean that they fell up in that.
Yeah,
it's the social media craze of just who running with what these days, man.
The Kendrick one only winning, they kind of saved the West Coast with that thing. They love that song, boy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They not like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they not.
Listen, man.
Yo, they're walking into the OVO store doing the freaking sea walk in the OVO store.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, it's just, but like you say, I'm kind of biased, but I think Ross really they should have stopped after Ross, but you know what it is. Someone said think about it. Them all what Ross and all of them did and them doing them the biggest songs of the year.
Oh yeah.
They
Absolutely.
It
the
is
most
though.
sold
It
songs
really,
They
now.
really are.
it really is.
I mean,
Nothing competes.
like
And them what other song that's doing better than them songs? That's what other artists, new artists, old artists, whatever,
That
we're
doing
gonna
better
pop
than
up and win a big
songs now?
award over a diss track.
or that's the most talked about thing.
Yeah.
Period. Right now.
Yeah, they
Is
definitely
this,
got
is
it.
this whole. It's almost like the hip hop game needed it because
They woke it up. For sure.
nowadays,
Man,
nowadays you could be like ha hoo ha see ha he ha yeah ho ho and
that's it. End of the song.
and it will go big or
End of the
whatever.
song.
That's it.
3 words. 3 words.
That's it.
Trash. I'll
Trash.
tell you. I got one word for it. Trash.
We put on the radio. We put on the radio now, and 90% of the music on the radio is horrible. You don't understand the word they're saying.
Yeah.
But yet
Zero
somehow
content.
zero
But it's
content. There's no
riding.
meaning behind it
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
which is nuts.
That's because there's no more development going on.
Yeah.
No more development.
Yeah.
Listen, first of all, you got to be. A lot of folks mess with you. You got experience with me, so a lot of folks don't understand. I can't let you go out. I can't engineer something and let you go out with my name on it, and that shit sound like
That.
you know what I mean. Come on, man.
Yeah.
They used to say, Tom, you got to. I'm like, dog. I come from an era, man. You know why Ross like, man. He said how that sound. Boy, I ain't too many times I had to tell him that sound good, but when sound that don't, you can do it over.
Right.
Cause he challenged himself. He'll go and do a hot verse and then come back and say, Tom, I'm gonna do it for. I said, what you doing? It's not. He said, no, man, you got to challenge. You got to push yourself, man. Then he'll do another one. I'm like, damn. How could y'all do that one?
Right.
Then he'll do another one. He the type would do 5 verses on one song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he gonna deliver every time. But he study his craft, man.
Yeah.
These guys don't do no they don't do no research. They don't know what's going on in the world. They just thinking about the club, thinking about getting high,
Quick money.
about and
everybody want it quick.
you know what I mean? Just quick money.
Everybody want it quick.
And getting yeah.
Yo, when I'll tell you.
Everybody want it quick.
So me and Tomcat we recorded those 3 songs, and we did them in like 2.5, 3 hours. And I will tell you,
it really wasn't that.
I will tell you, the first song that we did, my energy was set for the second song, which was the I'm the Man record.
Yeah. Right.
So I probably had to cut the first verse to that to the perfect timing or whatever. I had to cut that like maybe like I did that like 10 times or whatever to get the vibe right. But I'm like, Tom, like for some reason, like all that was dwindling in my mind was that second record. So by the time I got to the second record and we did it in one take or whatever for the second record, and he was like, now I get it.
Yeah. It's like the warm up is real.
Hey, no, you know, because I'm a realist. I keep it real. A lot of people like that about me, right? I was like, okay, now I done heard better songs out of this dude when I saw him performing.
Yeah,
and this song he sounded like he. But then I got the idea when they played that oh man, what'd you say? I'm the man.
I'm the man.
When he played I'm the man, even the hook, I already knew. I said, boy, he got to come with it.
Yeah.
Boy, when he got on that song, I said, well, damn. I was like, why the fuck you ain't do that earlier, right?
Yeah.
remember Zach wasn't in there. I said, hey, go get Zach. Go get Zach. I said, this motherfucker can rap for real. So that's what, like you say, sometimes you got to put your best foot forward. But it was my fault because I thought that was just the last song you was playing me, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, okay, we can do this one. I just started on that one. I didn't even think about what was the other song. No, that was a song you pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't that. I didn't know which one you wanted to do first.
That I'm the man.
But
so
hey,
I'll take the I'm the man. And honestly, the Perfect Timing record is fucking dope now too. So like we have 3 dope records that we did.
Yeah.
But the Perfect Timing one took me freaking 10 shots to try to get it down for my energy or whatever.
Yeah.
And by the second one, the I'm the man, everyone was like, holy shit. And then me and Zach did Croc Rockin', which we're gonna drop first.
See, but I like one thing. What I like about you, and when you do shows, when you live, you record like you almost doing the show.
Yeah.
You know how a lot of guys have to cut and paste. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that's how Ross. He don't like to punch in because it sounds like a punch. You know what I mean? To him, you know what I mean? He like to wrap it all the way through. That's the only reason you was messing up, like you said, your vibe. And then when you hear it again, he'll want you to play it over after you get to the end off of one word. Do that over. No, I don't think. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That was nice.
Yeah.
So so I had to start using my engineering skills. You know how we do, right? Sometimes, you know, your very first one always be the best take.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether you know it or not.
Yeah.
And then when you do it over, it's so many times that an artist say, I don't like that. I do it over. I mute that. I don't throw away nothing. I mute it, bring it down, mute it. He do it again. He said, okay, play it back. I play the first one back.
Putting it back on top of it.
He said, okay, that sound right.
That's funny.
So I look over at whoever I say,
he's like, got him.
Don't even know I just
got him.
The first
verse
one.
you did before that. Because you're going to overthink. An artist always overthink. My job is to let you see. An artist would never finish because you can do it over and over until, you know what I mean? My job is to say, it's done. You know what I mean? Whatever, we can fix that in the post.
Like the Croc Rockin'.
Main thing is
when I did Croc Rockin', I did the verses and the chorus in one take.
Yeah.
When he played
that's what I was saying.
Yeah, so I did the verses right into the chorus on the same take as I'm doing it, and then back to the second verse, and then adding Zach in it. So like I've played it from my phone and played it on the speakers for like my neighbors and freaking my wife and stuff like that.
When we're driving down the interstate, all the birds and bees and everything else around us, because I'm sure they can hear it.
So, but I will tell you, this Croc Rockin' record will be stuck in everyone's head for years to come.
Yeah.
Years to come.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So
it's because you went in the
it's
studio.
Got a crazy beat and everything. Yeah.
Crazy beat. Zach came in and put down the most ridiculous freaking verse too to go with everything that we're doing. He just he made it 10 times better. So
it's because he pulled it. He went in. Tomcat, the way it sounded like he went in there and pulled a Bobby Brown and pulled a mic in like he was performing.
You know what's gonna happen is in Nashville with the movement that we already have going. There's gonna be thousands of people walking down Broadway being like, cause I'm all Croc rocking down Broadway. And like freaking, and people are gonna be doing it, and there's gonna be a dance to this Croc rock.
With their Crocs on.
Yeah, with their Crocs, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
we need to do that before the winter now. We got to do that this summer, man.
Oh, dude, freaking come out next week. Let's shoot a music video for it. I'm ready. We got to be ahead of the game. Let's come out.
I love you because you stay ready, baby.
Yeah, next week come out. We're gonna shoot the video.
Tomcat, he's ready when he ain't ready. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Sometimes he ready, ain't ready.
I know.
We have to pump the brakes on him and let him know he ain't ready.
Capricorn in him, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that Capricorn in him.
Yeah, it starts with a C. I don't know if it's Capricorn, but it starts with a C.
So, Karen, because we gotta start wrapping up the show. Any final words you have for Tomcat, or do you want to ask Tomcat?
I mean, it's been inspirational just to listen to the stories from back then, and where you are now. I need to get more tuned up in the whole rap world, right? I don't know enough about that craft. I mean, I love music, but I don't know enough about the rap world. So, is your daughter still singing though? Is she still singing?
Yes, she's still singing. She was in a group called Apostles. She still sing gospel.
Okay.
Do you know my daughter just hit me? She got a new song she been having for 5 years, and it's a smash. And she sing gospel, and she just sent me her third picture we done added for this single.
Heck yeah.
And I got to do the graphic. She just so picky.
Yeah.
She just hit me before y'all called me and say, Dad, did you finish the graphics yet? So I'm working on her graphics for her.
Well, funny.
I do all types of shit.
That's why I learned to sing, was in the choir way back when. So I love singing. I can feel that with her inspiration. That's where it comes from. So that's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, she got a I just did this here for you. I'm gonna show you.
We get the sneak peek.
Pick this sneak peek it. You saw it here first.
To witness the GOAT.
I did this cover for her.
Is she holding a rap star?
No.
Yeah, we need her holding the rap star.
Okay. I did this one here. Okay. She got a beautiful gospel song, but I did this. I don't know if you can see it. This cover.
Yeah. We can.
Close.
Oh yeah. No, that's nice. That's cool.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But she didn't like the frame, so I did one without the frame.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
And now, that's dope. Now she want the waves going behind her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got to put waves going behind her. But the song is off the chain, man. The song is.
That's cool.
It's called Never Will I.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to hear it. Yeah.
I love that.
Nice.
Never will I.
And I'm hard on everybody I record, and I remember her coming here and recorded. I made her cry, everything. But at that time when she first recorded, my ex was here from UK, and she's a vocal coach, and I learned some techniques she told me to do with her. And when she did them, she over, like, even I could tell you a little one when you're trying to sing at the high pitch, sometimes you got to stand on your tippy toes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Think about it. And when she told her that, and my daughter looked at me and said, God damn, right? You got to do certain tricks.
Yeah.
It's certain tricks to record in R&B and whatever. It's really acting and knowing how to project your voice, knowing how to use your certain. And if you practice long enough, meaning the techniques, you can learn. That's why they say anyone can sing academy. That's
we're gonna put Gray in. I still didn't give up on that.
Awesome.
Gray.
I'm gonna try it.
Put you in, bro. We're enrolling you next week.
Great, and I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna tell you some tricks. I don't even taught Zach some things. Zach, that's how Zach became better.
Yeah,
because he listened to me.
Zach's freaking OG
dope.
Right now.
Yeah, Zach is dope.
Boy, he did another country song. He did another country one the other day. He loved it. Guess what? He put in there, riding down. Letting his hair down in Nashville. Something he put Nashville in there.
Okay,
he
hell
loved
yeah.
that song. He loved it. He said, "You heard I put the Nashville in there."
Yeah. So we'll have to shoot. We'll have to shoot that walking down Printer's Alley or something.
We called it the Sky Deck effect.
Yeah. Hell yeah, we'll have to get him walking down.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Or shoot it at freaking, or shoot part of it at Sky Deck with the crowd and stuff, which would be freaking fire.
That'd be dope.
D, what do you got to say? Any last words to Tomcat?
Hey, man. I mean, Tom, bro. It was good meeting you a couple weeks ago. It's even better now getting you in our backyard, So, and we're looking forward. Like I said, we'll be down this weekend, so looking forward to chopping it up again. Good people, we try to surround ourselves with them, and it's like you saying the it factor earlier. We kind of know what that it factor is when it comes to good people. So like, we're going to continue to try to do that from this platform. We appreciate you being part of that movement, and hey, appreciate you joining us today,
man,
bro. We'll see you this weekend.
Yeah, and for
I'm
me,
here, and if you need me anytime, and to finish the story, young lady, I know you didn't get much from me, but you get the hint. We could do a part 2 and a part 3.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're doing multiple parts of this journey.
Let's do it.
Because the one
multiple parts.
The one thing I will tell you is the journey never ends. So like,
never ends.
Like God has a reason for everything, and the biggest reason right now, like for putting you into my life and the stuff that we got going and big records, and just like most importantly, just doing good and just showing people like, hey, listen, if you do good into the world and you have a positive outlook to the world, positive starts coming back to you.
Yeah.
And that's just how I've lived. Like, obviously, with the freaking movement that we have now, with the whole Nashtyville movement, I didn't have to share that residency. I chose to share it with the people of Nashville. Yeah. And in return, the people have supported us to the T.
Props to our people for supporting us.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone that's come out and supporting what we got going. And obviously, Tomcat is a big staple in that movement that we got going on right now. And for me, the last thing I want to say to Tomcat is just thank you for giving me the opportunity and listening to what I had to say from day one, and welcome me with open arms.
From day one, we locked in now, Greg. We locked in, baby.
Exactly.
Like the track
all the way.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
We locked in, baby.
Tomcat, what do you want to tell? Last final words. What would you like to tell the audience? Because there's going to be 100,000 people that watch this episode.
I want to tell the audience this. If you have the attitude of gratitude, listen to me well. If you have and you keep the attitude of gratitude and you put God first, it ain't nothing you can't do. Take it from me. I'm the youngest, oldest cat in the business, baby. I done been around it all. I don't burn no bridges. I have nobody that I don't know that I don't put my hands on or been able to touch or shake that don't get good vibes from me, because that's what I exert. I let that out. So I know it's about giving. It ain't about receiving. And talent and artists, if you're on here looking, just remember, hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard.
Yeah.
Hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard. Stay working hard. Stay, blessing other people. Stay giving. Giving ain't always giving money or whatever. Giving is what you guys just gave to me, a platform to say a little bit about my story. You understand? And I appreciate that. Y'all keep giving.
The rest of the story is going to be on
love.
The rest of the story is on pay-per-view.
It's another.
The rest of the story is on pay-per-view.
Chapters being written
I don't want to throw too much out there, because I know you got a big story, and the whole world is going to hear this story. And I just don't want to leak too much. But this man's story.
That's okay. We got plenty more, man.
That's what's up.
We can go for, hey.
We got that coming on pay-per-view when Tomcat drops the Dubai story on him.
That's dope.
So
yes, Lord.
So this man is
just a chapter.
This man is a miracle, and you're a miracle to my life. You're a miracle to all of our lives right now, and we're just honored to have you, man. So I'd like to say,
man, I appreciate y'all having me.
Hell yeah, man. So D, you want to take it out this time?
Yeah. Always, baby.
All right. What do we say?
Nashtyville
out.
Nashtyville out. I love y'all, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was freaking dope, man.
Ride around my top down, window shaking a lot now. I'ma stay proud, no Kane Brown, but I thank God for these days now. Don't make sounds, crash glass, no rebounds. End town, Nashtyville, and I stay proud now.